Yo guys, so this week is going to be a little different and we're going to take a look at a replay. I'm a Grand Champ and will be critiquing a Champ 1 with the intention of explaining some of the things you need to fix on your way through the Champ ranks and finally all the way up to Grand Champion. I'm going to go into pretty thorough detail, analyzing each play and breaking down the mistakes while providing some explanations and fixes for those mistakes. And real quick, if you're new here, I make Rocket League videos every week ranging from guides, tips, and entertainment all packed into one. So if you want to keep up to date with the weekly sauce, hit that subscribe button. This video is going to be pretty long, so let's get right into it. Everyone, this is Danny, Myrocore. He's one of my mods, one of the boys, one of my cousins, and basically one of my brothers. We've known each other forever.
I just want to point out also that I introduced CBell to Rocket League.
Did you?
I was the one that forced him to buy it. Yeah.
What rank are you right now?
Right now I'm a Champ 1 floating up to Champ 2, and then on the bad days float down to Diamond 3.
Explain your car.
Well, I'm repping the purple with the this is my that's my red car and my blue car. They're actually the same.
That's blue team and that's red team.
This is blue team with the black wheels, and then orange team is with the I think those are one of the champs.
What type of player do you think you are?
I'm not really a super mechanical player. I think I'm definitely probably lacking in that and could practice that more, but I feel that I'm much better with my positioning sense and just ability to be consistent. I really don't air dribble. I don't go for the ceiling shots. I don't do any of that stuff just because I haven't practiced it enough to be good at it or to really understand the mechanics behind it.
Yeah, so we'll just kind of play it and then we'll go like frame by frame a little bit and kind of see what's going on. So first off, so first off, I don't think I've ever seen that kickoff before. Anything to say?
So no, I have no excuses.
Right here, the next person hit the ball is Blanquito, and the angle he's coming from is the right side. He's pushing to the left ball, and then you kind of cut back to the right instead of going to the left, where if you go to the left and kind of see that he's coming towards the ball, you have, I guess, a quicker reaction before the ball is even hit, and you can get closer to the ball. If he hits it really hard, you can kind of rotate behind your teammate who is behind you and waiting.
My thought behind that play was that I was pretty sure that Ooh, I Smacked You was behind me and was cutting that way off. So I didn't want us both to rotate the same way in case this guy had a nice catch and was able to take it to my right, his left.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. I mean, taking the defensive side when you're on defense is probably good. And when you're playing kind of like you are solo queue, that's just something I note for myself, where when I'm playing in my games lately, I've been looking to really start moving where the ball is going to go first. And then that's just a general theme that I like to think for myself is really not ball chasing, but moving where the ball is going to go and then deciding once you're in that movement if you should go back or if it's your hit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The one thing I would say is you got Uwu crashing because you're under the ball here. It's kind of an awkward spot for him to crash, so you can see how he kind of hesitates a little bit. Just give your teammates some space, I think, is the big thing. Especially as you're low boost, like you can't do anything with the ball other than just randomly hit it, which is only going to mess up your team.
So what do you think I should have done there on that flip towards that wall?
So right here,
not have flipped. Should I just drove to the left?
No, flipping right there is perfect. What I would have done is like take that flip and then flip left. Do a side flip towards that boost pad to your left on the screen, and then towards Uwu for the second one and the third one. Kind of take that boost pad back or boost path back. You see the ball now moving towards that side of the field. There's no pressure of it coming towards you. Your job now should be to collect boost because you're pretty low, and you do the opposite. You collect one and then you boost up to the next pad, and you're pretty much at the same boost as you were right at this point. So at this point, you can start flipping. You can take the back right pad. You can flip towards the middle pad. Basically, just conserve all your boosts at this point. You got to be ready to get kind of that half field. You're the last back, so you got to conserve all you got.
All right.
Just kind of pay attention to how you use your boost. If you're not conserving it, then you're probably putting yourself in a tougher position and feeling like you're slow or always like behind on boost. You kind of had an open net, it looks like. So if you just flipped that a little bit earlier, you would have had a goal. Or if you flipped at it and missed a little bit, a pot tricks, your teammate would have had I guess Uwu would have had probably the next shot. So
yeah, I flipped the wrong way. That was just bad.
So right here, this is something that's really important, I think. You got one guy moving up to defense. It looks like probably a 2v1 coming up. You got pretty low boost. So any aerial you do is not going to be too powerful, and they'll make that save. What I would do is hold on to the 11 boost, and take off ball cam so you can see what's in front of you. You can see that Blanquito's moving. You would have been able to just wait. You would have waited on the ground still, and you would have had the ball pretty much right here. You still have 11 boosts. This guy might be charging now. You can either flick it into goal or get a 50-50. And so instead of using like a blind amount of boost and trying to go for that shot, you could have held on to it and just created a little bit more of like a possession play where you don't give it away as easily.
Yeah, here I just had a lot of momentum from that teammate bump, and I think I just kind of got a little excited.
You've got 0 boosts. Your teammate's kind of behind you, waiting to come up, and you kind of take that role instead. Now you got 12 boosts. He can't really come up. He's got 100 boost. Now you cut him off again. He's still being awkward, and he can't really do too much. So at that point, the quicker you get out with low boost, the easier it is for your team to start making the next play, and it's better for you too because you're able to collect more boosts and move up field right behind him, and you'll be able to hit B in the next play potentially more too, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So that all makes really good sense, and that would have just been fixed by a quick little transition from ball cam over to... Oh, that was terrible. That was horrible. Thank God that guy choked. Look at this. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
No.
I don't know what I was going for there. Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have a lot of boosts. Your teammate gets beat here. At that point, I just let it play through. He was there, but you would have just been able to cut back with more speed. Rotated your car back and cut in and basically shadow defended it almost instead of...
I think I just lost track of that guy and didn't see him there and was trying to cut around, keep possession. So it's just... I think I just panicked and hit the ball terribly.
At this position, I'm getting the hell out of here. Like, I'm cutting left, I'm getting around my team, I'm going back post. You can't do too much with this ball besides disrupt your teammate, I would say. He's got more momentum coming from the inside. Mm-hmm. So I would say at that point, just rotate back post, give your guys space. You have plenty of boost. Your best hit here doesn't really do much. You potentially pop it in the air, and then there's still an orange guy behind you ready for that. I mean, I like the freestyle.
Thank you.
Let's watch it again.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, really good form. You can see the way the topper sways with the wind too. Really good. At this point, I can hear him. Your boy right here. He's ready to go next. You have kind of low boost again. Probably just watching the ball a lot and not noticing where your teammate is. So this part's fine. And even moving up here a little bit's fine in case he has a bad hit. But once he clears it that way, you need to start collecting more boosts because you don't have the next hit for sure. Your teammate who's just to the right of you is going to have the next hit after Uwu hits it. So you can collect the pads in the middle if you want, but I would cut behind him just so he knows he's able to go in. Because once you go left here instead of right, he thinks, okay, this guy ahead of me, my teammate's got 50 boosts or whatever. He's got the next ball. At this point, without even watching it, if you boost it up, you might be able to just chip it and getting into the air. If you flip into it, you're probably giving it away. If you double flip into it, it's pretty much giving the ball away. Your teammates are on the way back, so you could take your time. I would try to chip it in the air and do like some sort of air dribble. At your skill, you might be able to do that. Kind of gave it away. I think you had the space to drive up to the ball instead of double jumping at it. I think you have enough space and time to jump once, use your boost, save the second flip, and use it now. And if you hit the ball right, you have a really powerful shot towards goal. Both of them are probably committing to it if you do that. But by double jumping here, where there really wasn't too much pressure for anyone to get the ball next, you kind of took away any power from your shot.
Yeah, I noticed that's one of my issues where I'll just instinctively double touch up instead of holding that second jump and either jumping later and then having that jump power into the second hit or something like that. I've noticed that's one of my problems that I'm trying to work on.
And I would just say when you're in your practice, limit the amount of times, like just be conscious of when you're using your double jump and start using your single jump more and kind of experiment with like what that feels like to hold your second jump, and you'll get the timing down. You have a second and a half to use that second flip. So kind of get used to that and see how high you can get without your double jump, and just start kind of messing around with training packs or even free play and feeling what that's like to hold it and use it for power or repositioning. Good. You took off ball game. Really good there. So that's what you should be doing more often when you are rotating back in threes. You don't know where your teammate is. You're kind of confused. Like, he probably should be closer to the play by now. So you took off ball cam to see where he was. Saw he was moving up. So he's a little bit slow on this one, but you took that was a good rotation there. At this point, it's hard to know what to do. You're just sitting at 100 boost. There's really no point to cross in. When I get to these type of positions in the game, I'm staring down every play and every car. I'm seeing, okay, so Patrick has the next hit. So I'm moving up pretty hard here with boost, maybe just to get a little bit closer. He might have the next hit here, so I'm inching up a little bit more. Okay, he missed it, so I might be turning back. They got a 50-50, so I'm just watching really closely to see who's getting to the ball next. So now Bub's going on the wall, so I'm taking my car to the right onto the wall because he's going to hit this up to the right. So if instead of turning left, if you were watching really closely, Bub definitely had the next hit. I'm already on the wall probably, or just about where the banner is, where the Rocket League is.
Did the same thing there. Yeah.
Perfect. Good catch. So yeah, same deal. So when you're moving up, like you have plenty of space, plenty of time. In my head, I'm already thinking about you could either catch it and get some sort of flick, or 1v1 or 1v2 or 50-50 at worst, or you save your second flip and you have a really powerful hit. Your teammates don't really have a follow-up, so I'm taking a shot here for myself, or I'm probably gonna control this one just because they're kind of in bad position. And I don't want to miss or give it up too fast because they're going to be getting back if it's a bad hit. So I'm kind of taking this slow, staying on the ground and catching it. I guess it's a really small thing here. I would have jumped off the wall with a little bit of boost and wave dashed. So you have 34 boost. If you used a little bit of boost here, like right about probably that amount, it's 12, 14 boost. If you jump off the wall and kind of air roll your car a little bit and then wave dash, you can get supersonic off that and then kind of flip your way back and save all your boosts. I think you were hoping that the pads would be up. They weren't, so I would just be kind of conserving boosts at that point.
I started to conserve when I had 5.
Yes, that's... I would say hang out at the back post here. Patrick's is out of the play. So if you take this left, that boost there on the left, rotate back post, you've got your guy ahead of you pretty well covered with more boost. So I'd probably be about on the back post by this point. I'm waiting. If it gets cleared to your goal, you have the hit. If it gets cleared with that position, it's a really bad position for you, and they most likely score. Because it got cleared through, though, you're fine.
How to get you an overtime game, Chris? If I'm going to be in a video, it's going to be a long one.
That's another one of those where you're using boost for no reason. You were hoping to get the boost on the left, which is fine. But always be aware, like you can right here, I'm side flipping towards it using maybe a little bit just to get more momentum. But I'm stopping at I'm probably still 34 or 35 boost here. Now you're at, instead of 29, you're closer to 50. Yeah, panic. I mean, at this point, get the hell out. Like, this is a bad spawn. If you spawn other side, way better. But because you spawn here, like I'm seeing this, I'm going, oh shite. I'm flipping towards the other side, like towards their goal, and then rotating back post. Because right now, this is so disorienting. You have one guy, you have your own teammate who looks like he's trying to score a goal. And then all of a sudden, now you have a little more information. Your guy's crashing, but can't really crash. And now 3 of you guys are in the corner. And if you had rotated out, you'd be saving your team if they were pressuring more. Kind of gave the ball away by double jumping into the wall. It's just like you hurry to the ball and then boom. Now they've got possession. So instead of double jumping, I'm maybe jumping once to meet the ball kind of in the air to push it down. And then I'm using the 36. I'm not using any boost here. I'm just jumping at this point, knocking the ball into the wall, hopefully like getting it rolling. And then I'm taking some sort of like wall play. Either that, or you kind of take it a little bit more patient and you catch it on the bounce with your 30, 40 boost and just kind of make another hit.
It's overtime. It's a CBell vid and I'm sweating, dude. I just wanted to hit the ball.
You can like make a funny subscriber call to action, have the boys subscribe if they watch the video.
That's true. You could turn the like what Danny said.
It's your
What's
name.
that? What's that? And the name subscribe to CBell.
So like something like that. It like comes out of nowhere. Like it's almost like we're talking to each other.
It's gotta feel natural or sound natural.
What's your weather like tomorrow?
It's kind of warm.
Is there going to be a subscriber storm?